Hi, Raccoon Rumpus, one of our family's favorite toys, and one that my mother loves to play as well. I'm going to talk a little bit at the end of the video because our demonstrator will be our Discovery Toys toy guy, Jim. I figured he's got it down. He's played with all these toys. So we're going to let him demo. I've made some demos as well with my grandkids. However, we're going to see how he does it. Now, let me get to sharing my screen.
Let's see why. It's just a really fun game, and it's got really cool designed play components. All right, so there's 4 players can play, and each player will have a raccoon card, and the face is actually 3-dimensional mold. You see here, it's actually molded, so it's in relief there, so it's kind of fun. That's actually going to hold the costume cards onto the unclothed raccoon. And here are the costume cards, right? So there's different costume cards, and the costumes are colored, right? So the top has a particular color, and the bottom, right, or the pants has another color. And I think there are 20 costume cards, yep. And then there's 2 die. There's a color die, and then there's a die with different articles, clothing on there, right? Pants, shirt, etc. Let me explain how this works. Quite simple. All right, so I mentioned each player gets a raccoon card. So I've got a raccoon card, right? I place it down in front of me. And then I roll the die. And I roll both die. Right, so I rolled a purple, so look at the combination of the color, a purple die and pants. Right, so I'm going to look for cards, and the cards are all face up in the middle, so the children can see all the cards. And I'm going to look for a purple pants card. Where is a purple pants card? I'm just going to quickly go through here, see if I can find one. Purple pants card. There we go. So there's a purple pants card. Okay, and I'm going to place it on my raccoon. Right, and let me keep going. Now, one face of the die has this one band of all the different colors. That's like a wild side, right? So I can choose any color I want. And then the clothing die, there's one that has a top and a bottom, right? So what that means is I can choose 2 cards. So if I roll a yellow top and bottom, I get 1 yellow top and 1 yellow bottom. However, if I roll the underwear, if the die shows up underwear, then that means I lose all my costume cards. All right, and I got to start over. All right, so you don't want to roll the underwear. The first player should collect 5 cards, right? You just pile them on top of each other. Onto your raccoon. The first person to get 5 is the winner. Now, what's neat about these cards is that they're themed. You may have noticed when I shuffle through there. Right, so there's like a cowboy theme. There's like a soccer player. This is a chef. This appears to be a scientist. There's a ballet dancer. Here's an artist. Baseball player. There's even like a knight and a princess. There's a knight, right? So there's the opportunity to talk about these different characters as you place them on your card, right? So what's that character doing? It looks like that character is playing a guitar, right? So you can talk about who those figures are that are represented by the costumes, and maybe what that character is doing in the illustration, right? So it invites more conversation. Even storytelling, as Julie mentioned. So that's the basic game. Very easy to play, but a blast. I mean, kids just absolutely go crazy playing this game. There's also a memory way that you can play this game, and it's, I won't say reverse, but what you do different from the other game is you place the cards face down, right? So I'm going to place all the cards face down. Now I can't see the costume cards. I take a raccoon card, right? And now I'm going to roll just the color die. right? It's just a color die. I roll the die. Let's say I roll blue. Now I have to find either a blue top or blue bottom. That's like a memory game, right? So I pick it up. There's no blue, so that goes back in the pile. That makes sense? And the next player will roll a color. Let's say I roll red, and I've got to guess and remember where the red costume card is, either red top or red bottom. And if I'm correct, then I add it to my raccoon card. And the instructions say to keep on playing until all the cards have been selected and the player with the most costume cards is the winner. So 2 different ways to play with Raccoon Rumpus. Quite simple.
Thank you, Jim. I had actually forgotten about that last way, and we don't play it that way. We just play it the original way, and that seems to work best for my mom. So we'll probably keep doing that. She has memory issues, so we do a fine job doing it the original way, but we might throw it in the other way and just see once we're able to visit her again, since this is during the COVID-19 period of time. So thank you, Jim. And let's stop sharing the screen. Okay. And there we are. But we love this game. We played so much, and we had so many people and grandkids and my adult kids who wanted to play along with us. I had to buy a second game so that 8 of us could play. And at one point, we had 10 that wanted to play. I said, well, Grandma's not buying a third game. You guys can buy the third game, but I'll buy 2. And so we play with 2. Love this game, Raccoon Rumpus. And like I said, great for people with memory issues. Thanks. Bye-bye.